You're not here by accident, Chosen One. The very fact that you're listening to this message today is proof that you were called for something extraordinary. Right now, in this moment, the divine path for your life is unfolding, and nothing in this world can stop it. The doors of destiny are opening wide before you, and the power of God is about to move in ways you've never imagined. Do not let doubt cloud your vision. This is not the time for hesitation. This is a time to step into your purpose with full faith and trust, knowing that God Himself is orchestrating every detail of your journey. The world may try to convince you that you are just one person, but in God's eyes, you are the one He has chosen for this task. His hand is upon you, and He has already equipped you for the mission that lies ahead. Understand, Chosen One, that what lies before you is not a simple task. It is a divine calling that only a few can rise to meet. The world may not understand what is happening within you, but that's because they don't know what God has planned for you. The transformation you're experiencing is not just a shift in your circumstances, but a deep, spiritual change that touches every part of your life. You have been chosen to bring light into dark places, to speak truth where lies have reigned, and to stand firm when the world is crumbling. The magnitude of your calling may feel overwhelming at times, but know that God has prepared you for this moment. Everything you have gone through, every trial, every test, has been part of His divine preparation for what you are about to walk into. You are being raised up for a specific purpose, and the time to walk in that purpose is now. The struggle you have faced in the past was never meant to break you. It was meant to build you. Those moments of pain, rejection, and isolation were divine training. You are now stepping into your calling with a new sense of purpose, knowing that God's hand is upon you, guiding you every step of the way. You were never meant to blend in or play small. You were created to rise above, to be a beacon of light, and to walk in the fullness of your divine destiny. Do not fear the uncertainty of the road ahead. God has already gone before you, making a way where there seems to be no way. As you step into the unknown, trust that His plans for you are far greater than anything you could have ever imagined. You are not stepping into this journey alone. The Creator of the universe is with you, walking beside you and empowering you to accomplish everything He has set before you. You have been called to be part of the 1% who are ready to step into their divine purpose, to rise above the noise, and to make an impact that will echo throughout eternity. The journey ahead, Chosen One, is not for the faint of heart, but it is yours. You were born for this time, and everything you've gone through until now has been preparation for the moment you're about to step into. The world may tell you to hold back, to wait for a better time, but that time is now. God is not waiting for you to become perfect. He's waiting for you to say yes. The world may be filled with uncertainty, but you are walking into a season of certainty and divine provision. Trust that every step you take from here on will be guided by the Creator Himself. As you move forward, know that you are not just moving towards something, you are moving in alignment with God's will for your life. Every challenge you have faced has built in you a resilience that is now necessary for the mission ahead. You have been chosen, not because of your perfection, but because of your willingness to obey. It's easy to question why things have been so difficult. But remember, Chosen One, every hardship you've endured has been a part of God's greater plan to refine you for what is to come. He knew the road ahead would be hard, but He also knew you would overcome, because His strength is within you. As you embrace this divine responsibility, you will realize that the power to succeed is not based on your own strength, but on your trust in God's perfect timing. Now is the time to cast aside all doubts and take action, for the call of God upon your life is urgent. There is no more waiting, the doors are opening, and you must step through. Your purpose is being revealed to you with clarity and precision, and every day that passes, your divine mission becomes more urgent. The world is in need of what you carry, and you cannot delay any longer. The mission is not just for your success, but for the salvation and transformation of those around you. Your obedience is key to unlocking the blessings that have been waiting for you, and in turn unlocking blessings for others. Chosen One, know this: you are part of a much bigger plan. God is not just using you for personal gain. He is using you to impact the world in ways you cannot yet fathom. This is a season where you will witness miraculous breakthroughs, not because of your own abilities, but because of God's divine intervention. As you step into your calling, you will begin to see doors open that you never thought possible. Opportunities will align perfectly, and people will be placed in your path at just the right moment. But this is only possible through your obedience, through your willingness to trust in God's timing and His direction. Embrace this moment of divine alignment, chosen one, for this is your time to shine. You were never meant to stay in the shadows, and now God is calling you to rise and take your place. The transformation that has been happening within you is not just for your benefit, it is for the people you are meant to serve. God's light in you is meant to break through the darkness, to bring clarity to those who are lost, and to offer hope to those in despair. You are walking in the authority that comes from being a child of the King, and nothing can stop you. You may face resistance from others who don't understand the changes taking place in you, but remember, chosen one, their resistance is not a reflection of your worth. It is a testament to the power of God's work in your life. When you embrace the calling that God has placed upon you, you will begin to see the very foundations of your life shift. Your relationships, your career, your health, your purpose, all will begin to fall into alignment with God's perfect will. This transformation is not just a spiritual one. It touches every aspect of your life, and it will impact everyone around you. As you walk in obedience, know that the road ahead is paved with favor. You are stepping into a season of abundance in every area of your life. The days of scarcity and lack are behind you, for you are now walking in the fullness of God's promises. This abundance is not just for you to enjoy, but for you to share. Your blessings are meant to overflow and touch the lives of others. The wealth and favor God is pouring into your life will be used to further His kingdom, to bring healing, to bring restoration, and to make a difference in the world. This is your divine responsibility, and as you embrace it, you will witness the fullness of God's provision in ways you never thought possible. Tap like if you're feeling the call on your life. Don't forget to subscribe to stay aligned with God's plan for you. Comment 55 below. This number signifies divine alignment and new beginnings. Chosen one, the time has come for you to step into a new level of faith and authority. There is no more room for hesitation, no more waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now, and it is God who is calling you to action. You may have felt unsure or unqualified in the past, but know that God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. You may not have all the answers, but what you do have is a spirit that is willing to trust in God's direction. Your obedience is the key that will unlock the doors of opportunity waiting for you, and in turn, you will see the blessings that have been set aside for you. The mission before you is not a small one, and it will take everything you've got, but know that you are more than equipped for what lies ahead. As you stand on the threshold of this divine season, trust that God has already prepared the way for you. What might seem like an uncertain path is already lined with the steps of divine provision. The resources you need are on their way, and the people you need will be placed in your path at the exact right moment. You are not stepping into this alone. God has surrounded you with His favor, His protection, and His provision. The time of struggle and striving is behind you, for now you will walk in the assurance of God's promises. Everything that has been given to you, everything that has been prepared for you, is for such a time as this. This moment is not just a coincidence. It is the fulfillment of God's divine plan for your life. Remember, chosen one, God's plan for you is far greater than anything you could have ever imagined. You may have been through seasons of pain, rejection, and isolation, but these experiences have built in you the strength, character, and resilience needed for the assignment ahead. Every test you have endured has refined you, and now you are ready to rise. The world is looking for answers, and you, chosen one, have been positioned as the solution. The gifts and talents God has placed within you are not just for your benefit. They are meant to bring light and hope to the world around you. You are walking in a season of divine favor, and that favor will open doors you never thought possible. There is power in knowing that you are walking in God's timing. It may feel like everything is moving quickly, but this is the exact moment you were meant to step into your calling. You may not have everything figured out yet, and that's okay. The key is to take the first step in faith, knowing that God will guide you every step of the way. His hand is upon you, and His presence will lead you to the places you are meant to go. As you step into your divine purpose, doors will begin to open, and opportunities will begin to unfold in ways that only God could orchestrate. What once seemed out of reach will now be within your grasp because you are walking in divine alignment. The world may try to tell you that you are not ready, that you are not enough, but these are lies. You are more than ready, and you are more than enough because God Himself is backing you. You do not have to rely on your own strength, wisdom, or ability. God has equipped you for this task. The strength, wisdom, and favor you need are already within you. When you step into this divine mission, you will find that God's grace is sufficient for every challenge. His wisdom is enough for every decision, and His strength is more than enough to carry you through. Understand, chosen one, that what you are about to experience is not just an external transformation, but an internal one as well. You will see your mindset shift, your confidence rise, and your sense of purpose become clearer than ever before. This is your time to move forward with boldness, knowing that God is with you every step of the way. There is no more waiting for the right moment, because the right moment is here. As you step into this new season, remember that God has already prepared the path for you. You are walking into the fulfillment of His promises, and nothing can stand in your way. The enemy may try to come against you, chosen one, but understand that he has no power over you. You are more than a conqueror through Christ, and He has given you the authority to overcome every obstacle. What the enemy meant for harm, God will turn around for your good. The challenges you face will only serve to strengthen you, to prepare you for the victory that is already yours. There is nothing that can stand against you because God is on your side, and He is working all things together for your good. Walk forward with confidence, for you are destined for greatness. Chosen one, the power of your obedience cannot be overstated. As you step into the divine purpose that God has prepared for you, it's essential to remember that every act of obedience unlocks greater blessings. This isn't a time for hesitation or looking back. It is a time for moving forward with courage and unwavering faith. God has already provided everything you need to fulfill your purpose, and your obedience is the key that activates those provisions. There will be times when the road ahead seems unclear, but know that the light of God's guidance will always shine brightly in front of you. Trust that every step you take in obedience will bring you closer to the manifestation of God's promises in your life. You may feel the weight of responsibility as you step into your calling, but remember, chosen one, that God never gives a responsibility without also providing the grace and strength to carry it out. The mission before you is significant, but it is also equipped with divine provision. You are walking into a season where favor and resources will flow to you in abundance. This is not just a blessing for your own life. It is a blessing that will overflow and touch the lives of those around you. Your obedience will not only fulfill God's purpose for your life, but will also bring transformation to the world around you. This is your time to shine, and nothing can extinguish the light that God has placed within you. Understand that this divine calling is not dependent on your own strength or wisdom, but on your trust in God's power and provision. You will be led by His Holy Spirit, and His wisdom will guide every decision you make. The opportunities that are opening before you are not by chance, but by God's divine design. He has orchestrated every detail of your life to bring you to this very moment. Trust that everything you need to succeed is already available to you, chosen one. Your faith is the bridge that connects you to the abundance and favor that God has promised. As you walk forward, know that the world will begin to see the change in you. Your transformation will not be something that can be hidden or ignored. The power of God's presence in your life will be evident to everyone you encounter. The challenges you face will no longer be obstacles. They will be opportunities for God's glory to shine even brighter. The strength you once thought you lacked will now flow from the very wellspring of divine provision that is within you. The fear that once held you back will be replaced with boldness, knowing that God is with you and that His power is made perfect in your weakness. You are not walking in your own authority, but in the authority of the Almighty God. As you step into this divine calling, you will encounter resistance, but it will not be enough to stop you. The enemy may try to discourage you, but remember that no weapon formed against you will prosper. You are walking in the authority of the One who created the heavens and the earth, and nothing can stand in His way. The battle is not yours, chosen one, it is the Lord's, and He has already secured the victory for you. You will see the fruits of your obedience manifest in ways you cannot yet imagine. In this season, God is calling you to rise above the noise and distractions. There will be those who try to pull you back, who try to convince you that you are not capable or that your dreams are too big. But know that these voices are not from God. You have been called for such a time as this, and nothing can stand in the way of God's plan for your life. You will need to silence the voices of doubt and fear, and instead listen to the voice of God, who is calling you to rise and walk in your divine destiny. Your destiny is not determined by the opinions of others, but by the will of God, and He has already determined that you are more than enough. The abundance that you are stepping into is not just about financial provision, but about the fullness of life that God desires for you. This abundance touches every area of your life, your relationships, your health, your purpose. God desires for you to walk in total wholeness, to experience peace, joy, and fulfillment in every part of your being. The abundance that is coming to you is not for your own selfish gain, but for you to be a blessing to others. As you walk in obedience, you will be positioned to impact the lives of many. The wealth you receive is not just for you. It is a tool for the advancement of God's kingdom. Now is the time to embrace your divine identity. You were created for greatness, and it's time to step into that greatness with confidence and boldness. Your journey may have been difficult, but every trial has been a stepping stone to this moment. As you step forward, know that you are walking in the power and purpose that God has designed for you. Your life is not defined by your past mistakes, but by the promises of God that are yes and amen. This is your time to rise, chosen one, and you will rise with power and purpose. Chosen one, now that you understand the magnitude of what is unfolding, it is crucial to embrace the certainty of your divine purpose. You are not just stepping into a season of blessings, but into a season of absolute divine alignment. This alignment with God's will is the key to unlocking every promise that has been laid before you. There will be no more wandering or uncertainty, for God is making your path straight. As you align yourself with His will, you will begin to see things fall into place with astonishing ease. The doors that once seemed closed are now opening, and what once felt like a long road ahead will now feel like a straight path to destiny. Your purpose, chosen one, is not just for you, it is for a greater cause. You were chosen to be a vessel through which God's light and love can flow. The work you are called to do is a reflection of His kingdom on earth, and it is a work that will have lasting impact. Your obedience will not only transform your own life, but will touch the lives of those around you. God is positioning you to be a beacon of hope, a source of light in a world filled with darkness. The very essence of who you are, the gifts and talents that God has placed within you, are meant to impact the world for His glory. This is not just a time of personal blessing, it is a time of generational blessing. The decisions you make today will affect not only your future, but the future of those who come after you. You are breaking generational curses, breaking patterns of lack, and establishing a legacy of abundance and purpose. The enemy tried to steal your future, but God has redeemed it, and you are now walking into a future that will exceed your greatest expectations. The generational bonds that once held you back are now broken, and the new future you are walking into is one of freedom, prosperity, and divine favor. Do not be afraid of the changes that are coming, chosen one. As you step into this new season, everything around you will begin to shift. You will experience changes in your mindset, your relationships, and your outlook on life. The fear and doubt that once plagued you will no longer have a place in your heart, for you are now walking in divine confidence. The peace of God will surround you in ways you have never known before. As you walk in alignment with His will, every fear will be replaced with faith, and every doubt will be replaced with confidence. You are entering a season of supernatural increase, an increase that goes beyond finances. This increase will manifest in every area of your life. Your health will flourish, your relationships will thrive, and your purpose will become clearer than ever before. As you walk in alignment with God's plan, His blessings will flow in ways you cannot yet comprehend. The overflow of God's provision is not just for you, it is for everyone connected to you. Your success will impact your family, your community, and the world around you. You are a vessel of divine abundance, and that abundance is meant to be shared. Do not be swayed by the opinions or judgments of others. There will be those who may not understand the changes happening in your life, but remember this: God's plan for you is not dependent on their approval. What God has set in motion, no one can stop. The opinions of others are irrelevant when you are walking in the will of God. You are not living for the approval of man, but for the approval of the one who has called you. His voice is the one that matters, and he has already declared that you are more than capable to fulfill your divine calling. As you walk into this new season, know that there will be moments of testing and trials, but they will not break you. Instead, they will strengthen you and deepen your faith. You are being refined in the fire of God's purpose, and each challenge you face will only serve to make you stronger and more equipped for what lies ahead. The greater the test, the greater the testimony. These moments of trial are not meant to discourage you, but to prepare you for the immense blessings that are coming your way. The more you stand firm in your faith, the more you will see God's faithfulness come alive in your life. The moment you decided to walk in your divine calling, everything shifted. You are no longer bound by the limitations of your past. You are now walking in the fullness of God's promises, and His provision is overflowing into every area of your life. This is a season of expansion, a season of divine growth. You are no longer restricted by fear, doubt, or lack. As you walk in obedience, the blessings of God will increase exponentially in your life. You will begin to experience the fullness of His provision in ways you have never imagined. Chosen one, the abundance that is now unfolding in your life is not just about receiving blessings, it's about becoming a channel of those blessings. You are walking in a divine responsibility that requires both courage and trust. This is not a passive experience, it's an active partnership with God. As you align with His will, He will show you the places where your light can shine the brightest, and He will lead you to the people whose lives will be forever changed because of your obedience. You were never meant to live in isolation or self-sufficiency. The wealth of God's blessings is meant to overflow from your life and touch the world around you. Your success, your prosperity, and your transformation are all part of a greater divine purpose, one that is designed to make an eternal impact. As you step deeper into this divine calling, it's important to recognize that you are a steward, not just of the blessings you receive, but of the hearts you touch. God is entrusting you with influence, favor, and provision, but these things are not meant for you to hoard. They are tools for the greater work that God is doing through you. The wealth, the knowledge, the opportunities, they are all meant to serve His kingdom. You are called to be a conduit, a vessel through which His light and His love can flow into the world. As you walk in this divine purpose, you will witness how everything in your life is aligned to bring others into the abundant life that God has promised them as well. There is no room for fear in this season. The enemy will try to whisper doubts and remind you of your past mistakes, but know this: your past does not define you. Your calling is not based on your past failures or limitations, but on God's grace and His plans for your future. You have been redeemed, chosen one, and nothing in your past disqualifies you from walking in the fullness of God's promises. In fact, it is because of your past that God has equipped you with the strength, wisdom, and resilience to step into your calling with power. Your journey is unique, and every part of it has been used to refine you for this moment. You are more than capable, because God is with you, and He has already made a way. As you step into this new season, you will begin to see the fruit of your obedience. The blessings that you are walking into are not just the result of your own efforts, but of God's divine favor. You are walking in the overflow of His provision, and as you continue to trust and obey, that overflow will increase. This is a season where you will experience abundance in every area of your life, in your relationships, your health, your purpose, and your finances. The fullness of God's blessings is not just for your enjoyment, but for you to use as a tool to serve others. Your success is not about building your own empire, it is about building God's kingdom. And as you walk in this divine purpose, you will see how He multiplies everything you touch. You are not meant to live a life of scarcity or lack, chosen one. God has promised you a life of abundance, and He is faithful to fulfill that promise. But this abundance is not just about material wealth. It's about peace, joy, and fulfillment. It's about walking in the assurance that God has already provided for every need. When you walk in God's provision, you will no longer be anxious about what tomorrow holds. You will walk in confidence, knowing that God's hand is upon you and that He is providing for you in ways that only He can. This peace that surpasses all understanding will guard your heart and mind, and it will become a testimony to those around you of the faithfulness of God. Chosen one, the journey ahead is not always easy, but it is always worth it. There will be moments of difficulty, but God has already equipped you to overcome every obstacle. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for God's glory to shine brighter in your life. The strength that you draw from God's provision will carry you through even the toughest seasons. You will not grow weary in well-doing, for God is your source of strength. He will sustain you, He will lead you, and He will guide you every step of the way. Your faith will be tested, but it will be strengthened through every trial. You are not walking alone, and the victory is already yours. Remember, chosen one, that everything you are walking into is part of God's divine plan. This is not a coincidence. It is the fulfillment of promises made long ago. You were chosen for such a time as this, and the work you are called to do is not small. It is world-changing. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust that God is unveiling it step by step. Every step you take in obedience will lead to greater clarity, greater purpose, and greater abundance. You are walking in alignment with God's will, and that alignment will bring about fruitfulness in every area of your life. As you step into this divine calling, remember that it is not about what you can do alone, but about what God can do through you. His power is made perfect in your weakness, and it is through your surrender that His strength is revealed. Your purpose is greater than yourself, chosen one. It is about bringing God's kingdom to earth, and that requires your full commitment. You are not just called to live a life of comfort, but a life of impact. You were born for this mission, and God has already equipped you with everything you need. All that is left for you to do is walk forward in faith, trusting that God will provide, guide, and bless every step you take. Chosen one, we've come to the moment where the fullness of your divine destiny is unfolding before you. You are no longer in the waiting room. You are stepping into the center of God's will for your life. This is your time, and you're about to walk in the authority and power that God has destined for you. The world around you may be in chaos, but you, chosen one, are walking in divine peace, knowing that God has already secured your victory. As you step forward, you will begin to see the manifestations of God's promises in ways you never imagined. His promises are not just for your future, they are for now. The time for delay has ended. The time for action has arrived. God has already given you the strength, wisdom, and favor to succeed in every area of your life. You are walking into a season of divine alignment where everything will begin to fall into place. No longer will you have to struggle and strive for what God has already provided. The path you are walking on is paved with favor, and as you walk in obedience, you will see the doors of opportunity swing wide open. Your efforts will no longer be in vain because God's hand is upon everything you do. The blessings that are coming your way are not just for you, they are to be shared with others. You are a vessel of God's divine provision, and as you receive, you are called to give. This is the cycle of abundance. The more you give, the more you will receive. In this season, chosen one, there will be those who question your success. They may not understand the transformation that has taken place within you. But let me tell you this, their opinions do not define you. The only voice that matters is God's, and He has already declared that you are His chosen one, equipped and anointed for such a time as this. As you walk in your purpose, their doubts and criticisms will fade into the background. You will become a living testimony of God's faithfulness, and in time those who doubted will stand in awe of what He has done through you. Your success is not for your own glory, but for the glory of God. Everything you do, every blessing you receive, is a testimony to His greatness. Now is the time, chosen one, to step boldly into the mission God has set before you. You are no longer waiting for the right moment, because the moment is now. The enemy will try to stop you, to bring doubt and fear, but know this, you are walking in the authority of the Almighty. He has given you the power to overcome every obstacle, to rise above every challenge, and to fulfill the purpose He has placed on your life. The enemy has already been defeated, and you are stepping into victory. This is not a time for fear, it is a time for boldness. You were created for this mission, and you are ready. The world needs your voice, your light, and your purpose, and God is about to use you in ways that will leave everyone speechless. At this moment, I want you to pause and recognize the gravity of what is happening in your life. The divine alignment that is taking place is not just for your benefit, it is for the advancement of God's kingdom. Your obedience is what will bring about breakthrough, not just for you, but for those around you. The people you encounter, the work you do, the impact you make, all of it is part of a much greater plan. God is raising you up to be a leader, a light in the darkness, a vessel of His glory. You are a chosen instrument for such a time as this. The power that is about to be unleashed in your life will shake the foundations of everything around you. You may be asking yourself, what if I'm not ready? But I assure you, chosen one, you are more than ready. You have been equipped with everything you need. Every struggle you've faced, every battle you've fought, has prepared you for this moment. It's time to stop doubting yourself and start walking in the confidence of God's calling. This is the moment where you take the first step, and with each step, you will see God's provision, His favor, and His power moving on your behalf. Trust that He will guide you through every decision, and know that His strength will be made perfect in your weakness. You are not alone in this mission. God is with you every step of the way. It's important to understand that this journey is not about your ability, but about God's grace. He will provide for you in ways that you cannot anticipate. The favor that is coming your way is not based on your efforts, but on your obedience and faithfulness. When you align yourself with God's plan, everything that is meant for you will begin to unfold. The resources, the opportunities, the people, everything you need will be provided at the right time. God's timing is perfect, and when you step into His timing, you will see doors open that you never thought possible. This is the season of divine fulfillment, and everything you've been waiting for is now within reach. I want you to take a moment and reflect on the magnitude of what is happening in your life right now. The mission you are stepping into is no small task. You are called to change the world, to bring God's light to the darkest corners of the earth. It's time to step into your divine calling with boldness, to rise above the noise and distractions, and to walk in the fullness of God's purpose for your life. This is your time, chosen one, and nothing can stop you. If this message resonates with you, tap that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more guidance as you step into your divine purpose. Drop 55 in the comments below. This is your covenant with God for new beginnings and divine alignment. Chosen one, as we reach the conclusion of this divine message, I want to remind you of one truth. You are destined for greatness. Everything you've been through, every moment of struggle, every trial, has brought you to this point where you are now ready to walk in the fullness of God's plan for your life. You were chosen for such a time as this, and the mission that lies before you is greater than you can even comprehend. You are stepping into a season where divine favor will surround you on every side, and the blessings that God has promised will be made manifest in your life. The moment for delay is over. The time to walk in your divine calling is now. The road ahead may not always be easy, but it is paved with God's promises. He has already gone before you, and He is behind you, ensuring that every step you take will be in alignment with His perfect will. Remember that His timing is perfect, and He will never leave you or forsake you. His faithfulness to you is unwavering, and He will provide everything you need to fulfill your purpose. Trust in Him with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, and He will direct your path. There is nothing that can stop the plans that God has for your life. You are His chosen vessel, and He is with you every step of the way. Now, as you move forward, remember that this journey is not just about your personal success. It's about fulfilling the greater purpose that God has called you to. You are a vessel of light in a world that is crying out for hope. Your life is meant to bring transformation to those around you, and as you walk in divine alignment with God's will, you will begin to see the impact of your obedience. You are not just living for yourself, but for something much greater. You are part of a divine movement that will change the world, and as you step into your divine purpose, you will see how everything aligns, how every moment, every blessing, and every encounter is orchestrated by God for His glory. In the coming days, chosen one, you will experience a deep sense of peace and assurance like never before. This peace comes not from your circumstances, but from knowing that God is in control. He has already provided for you, and He will continue to lead you to greater heights. As you walk in His favor, you will begin to see things shift in your life. Doors will open, opportunities will come, and your purpose will become clearer with each passing day. Your divine calling is unfolding right before your eyes, and all you need to do is trust, step forward, and receive the blessings that God has already set aside for you. This is the moment you've been waiting for, and there is no more room for doubt. You are ready. The time to rise and walk in your divine destiny is now. God has equipped you for this moment, and His strength will carry you through every challenge. Your journey ahead is one of abundance, peace, and purpose. The blessings are already on their way, and they will overflow into every area of your life. The world is waiting for you to step into your calling, and when you do, everything will shift. This is your time to rise, chosen one. Step boldly into the fullness of God's promises, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined.